What's up, everybody? So I haven't really talked a lot about the Charlie Kirk assassination. I've done a couple of videos on it, but I haven't really done anything discussing what actually happened, talking about the shooter, or anything like that. First off, I don't live in the United States, so this is me watching as somebody watching from the outside, looking in. Yes, we get all of the same news coverage, but I feel like if you're in the United States, if you're in that area, you are much more connected to this than, say, I would be. You're probably getting a bit different coverage from all of the local news stations, and that we don't get where I am. So what I want to do is I want to go over everything that I've been seeing, that I've been hearing from the news, from your popular podcasters, and everybody in between. I want to talk about all of the weird things that are going on with this case, with this situation, with the shooter, Tyler Robinson specifically. So let's go over all of the things I've been seeing, all of the things I've been hearing, and if any of them are true, let me know. If any of them are definitely fabricated and not true, I want to know that as well. I want to know what is actually going on. So the first thing I've been hearing a lot about, and I saw this initially when it happened as well, I believe he was one of the first people that was suspected of doing the shooting. I don't have his name, but he was the old guy that I guess allegedly took his pants down shortly after the shooting, like right away, and was like saying, I did it, I did it, I did it. And they took him into custody, and it turned out he didn't do it. But very shortly after that, he was arrested. He was arrested for child you-know-what. And that is truly strange. Like, is that a coincidence? Did this guy, not only did this guy get arrested for child that, he was also allegedly at 9/11. He was at the Boston bombing. He called in a bomb threat somewhere else, allegedly. How is this guy at all of those same places and now is at the Charlie Kirks spot and then gets arrested for what he got arrested for? Which means he can't be interviewed. Did they just take this guy out of the equation altogether? Like, it's crazy. Did they not, was this guy not on the radar before? Was he on the radar and he just jumped right into their open, welcoming arms? Like, it's really strange that this guy took his pants down, allegedly, screamed, I did it, didn't do it, allegedly, and then was arrested for what he got arrested for. I mean, that's weird, right? And now you can't talk to him because he's in jail. Like, he's arrested, awaiting a trial or whatever. Really strange. And then Candace Owens, a couple of days ago, Thursday, Friday, I believe, released footage of somebody taking down and standing on the chair. I don't know if it's the exact chair Charlie Kirk was sitting in, but the camera, this guy took down immediately after Charlie Kirk was shot. There's footage of this guy taking the camera that was right above where Charlie Kirk was shot. So there's a camera. Like, she said she saw the footage and there's nothing on it that shows anything. However, that is a crime scene, and this guy jumps on the chair, could have been the chair that Charlie Kirk was shot on, and takes down the camera that was directly above Charlie Kirk's head. And not only that, takes the SIM card allegedly out of the camera. Like, there's footage of all of this. This isn't just me making this up. Go to Candace Owens' channel. It's in one of her YouTube Reels, I think it is. It's probably in the long form version of her video as well. There's footage of this guy jumping on this chair, taking down this camera, and what allegedly looks like him taking the SIM card out. This guy has the SIM card, that's for sure, because Candace Owens said he put her on FaceTime and she watched the footage. She's trying to get the raw footage from this guy. She found out who the guy was. She's very good at that stuff. But why isn't this guy being investigated for tampering with a crime scene? He took, like, that camera could have, and this is just this guy saying that, and Candace saying that there was nothing on this. This guy could have deleted footage, not shown Candace what actually fully was on the footage. How is this guy not being investigated for tampering with a crime scene? And not just a crime scene, an assassination crime scene. He took the camera down. That's wild. Absolutely wild to me. Also, the gun that Tyler Robinson allegedly used to commit this murder is older than the gun that shot JFK. The gun that Tyler Robinson allegedly used was his grandfather's gun from World War I. Now here's where it gets really, really straight. I'm not a gun guy. I don't know nothing. I am leaving this part to all of the experts on guns that I've watched on YouTube since then, explaining this. I've watched videos of people in the military doing exactly what I'm about to talk about here. So, not the roof part, but like actually the assembly and disassembly of the gun. So, I wrote this down because I didn't want to mess it up, and I want to read it here. So, Tyler Robinson allegedly got on top of the building with the gun disassembled. So he had the gun in a backpack. In a backpack that this gun would not fit in, allegedly. Well, that part's not allegedly because I saw the gun not fit in the backpack in one of these videos. So the allegedly part is him getting on the roof with the gun disassembled. So he got on the rooftop with the gun apart, put the gun together. Now remember, this is a World War I gun. You need multiple tools to put this gun together. This isn't one of those guns where you go, done. You need tools. You need, like, the guy was using, like, Allen keys or something and another tool to put this gun together. It's not a gun that goes together super easy. This kid is a young kid, unless he's been training like Rambo for past, I don't know anything about guns. This kid would had to have been doing this all day, every day, better than people that do it for a living in the military that's been doing it for years. So, this is a World War gun. You need tools to put it together. So he puts it together. He's on the roof. He puts this gun together, then takes the shot. He has just murdered somebody. So your heart's racing, your adrenaline is pumping, and now you have to put that gun back. You have to disassemble that gun. So that's going to take a much longer time now that you're probably shaking, unless you're a complete psychopath. I don't know. You're probably shaking. Your heart's racing. Your adrenaline is pumping. You have to disassemble this gun with the tools, put it back in the backpack that the gun doesn't fit in, and then jump off a roof. He jumped off. How did he get up there? How did Tyler Robinson get up on this roof? Especially after what happened with Trump, with the shooting that happened with Donald Trump. Are they still not watching every roof in sight? This was a 200-yard shot, I believe. Like, people can obviously make that shot. Why are they not watching the roofs of all of these buildings? It's crazy. Like, do you not, where's security? Like, it makes absolutely no sense. But anyway, he jumps off the roof of this building. Someone said it was like 14 feet or something. I don't know. But there's footage of somebody jumping off the roof of this building. Jumps off the roof, walks away. Puts the gun back together because that's how it was found. So, he gets up on the roof, puts the gun together, takes the shot, disassembles the gun, jumps off the roof, puts the gun back together, and throws it in the woods or in a ditch or wherever they found it. Why wouldn't you just dump the gun disassembled in your book bag? That would be probably a lot harder of a find. I mean, it doesn't fit in the bag, but it makes no sense to me. Absolutely no sense. Especially the part where you put the gun back together after you jump off the roof just to throw it away. Why would you do that? And then there's footage or pictures of him within, it was like 14 or 17 minutes after the shooting at a Dairy Queen buying ice cream or whatever he's bought. So you do this. Your adrenaline's pumping. You kill the guy. You assemble a gun, disassemble a gun, assemble a gun, then go to Dairy Queen. There's pictures of him at Dairy Queen shortly after killing, allegedly, Charlie Kirk. Like, what? Like, no sense, no sense. The gun also doesn't have a serial code because it's a World War I gun. I don't know about guns. Did they not have serial codes back then? I have no idea. Then there's also an issue with the scope of the gun that he used. The scope on the gun, that he used. Joe Rogan talked about how it looked like a stock scope. I don't even know what that means. But they talked about there's different types of scopes you can put on guns, and this one is weird for this gun, I guess. So those are the top things that I've seen that are absolutely, completely, truly bizarre with this Charlie Kirk assassination. This makes no sense to me whatsoever. None. But, I don't know. Do they do all this? Do all this crazy stuff? The guy, like, taking his pants down, allegedly, saying I did it, then getting arrested for you-know-what? Kids at Dairy Queen, the gun assembly. Are they doing all this to, like, keep everybody away from the actual truth? Or is this what actually happened? Because if this is what actually happened, this is crazy. This can't be the actual narrative. This can't, like, man. Why would you put the gun back together after jumping off the roof with it in the bag that it doesn't fit it? I don't know. You tell me. What do you think of all this stuff? Do you think that Tyler Robinson is the guy? Do you think that he's a setup guy, he's a fall guy? Do you think this is what actually happened? Do you think this is all insanity? Let me know. Leave some comments below. Hope you're having a good day, and I will see you again soon.